Welcome everybody to Scarborough High School, home of the Red Storm, and it is tournament time. The regular season is done, and we're here for the preliminary round of the Class AA South tournament game between the Scarborough Red Storm and your Deering Rams. And coming into this game, Scarborough earned the number 3 seed, Deering earned the number 6 seed, but both teams finished 8 and 10 on the season.
Yeah, and from the beginning of the season, filming Deering to today, they've come a long way. Not saying that they were not a good team. It just took a few games in for everything to start gelling, and then they started getting on a roll, and very capable team to go far in this tournament.
Yeah, the 8 wins for Scarborough were against Bonnie Eagle, Portland, Gorham, Sanford, Falmouth, Bangor, Massabesic, and Edward Little. So 2 big wins down the stretch for Scarborough in Edward Little and Falmouth. Those 2 wins notched them the number 3 seed. So we'll see if they can take advantage of being at home tonight against Deering.
Well, the other thing too is today is an early start. Normally games don't start at 5:30, but tonight this one does, and so there's not a lot of time difference between being in school and then being back at school to play a basketball game.
Yeah, so on the season, Scarborough scored 56.2 points per game and allowed 58.5 points per game. So pretty close in the margin for their season. But for Deering, on the other side of the court, their 8 wins were against Westbrook, Bangor, the Scarborough team earlier in the season, Sanford, Bonnie Eagle, Chevrolet, Bonnie Eagle again, and Massabesic. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Scarborough lost their last game of the season against Falmouth. So both of these teams are going to look to bounce back, and the good thing is one of these teams has to move on, so that we got to decide a winner tonight. So one team will be back in the win column.
Well, and the thing too for Deering is that they have a little bit of inconsistency in some quarters, and if they just play their game, not change anything, and be a little bit more consistent at times, this team is can be hard to play against. It's just, a minute here, a minute there during a game of that they just need to button up a little bit.
Yeah, Deering has to play a full 32 minutes. They, as you said, are inconsistent, and they've had lapses either on the defensive side of the ball or the offensive side of the ball. Both sides need to be on the entire game. But Scarborough on the other side has also been inconsistent, and that's mostly why both teams are 8 and 10.
Well, and and with playoff time, now it's a whole new season, but it is now one and done. After this game, whoever wins ends up at the Cross Insurance Arena for the rest of the tournament, which will be pretty cool.
And the winner of tonight's game will play the winner of the South Portland-Gorham matchup, which is not being played tonight. So we're going to have to wait a couple of days to see who one of these teams is playing.
Well,
But
the good thing about that, though, is that's 2 days away. So both of these teams, it's not like the other teams playing tonight, how are they doing, let us know, or even tomorrow. It's far enough in the future that I don't even think you have time to think about that. And so you can just focus all of your energy, your mental energy on this game, and forget about Friday night because that's 2 days away.
yeah, and for Deering, their points per game this season is 57.3, and their points per game allowed is 56.3. So a point different for the season. But both of these teams did play earlier in the season. It was a Saturday in the beginning of January on the 4th. And entering the fourth quarter, Deering had a 40-25 lead, and Scarborough stormed all the way back, no pun intended, and they won the fourth quarter 24-10, but Deering ended up winning that game by 1. But that's the quarters that Deering's had this season. They could have won that game comfortably, but Scarborough put their heads down and brought it all the way back to the end of the game.
Well, and I almost think, in my opinion, not being a coach or judging a coach, I think the Deering coach, through the regular season, allowed his team, like Joe Mazzulla does. He doesn't call a timeout. He lets his team try to figure it out. And I think, maybe now that the playoffs are here, he may call a timeout when needed. But I think his team hopefully has figured it out by the coach allowing them to figure it out as they play. And so maybe they've had a great discussion since the last regular season game about that. But I have no doubt that they're ready.
Yeah, and both of these teams have played 3 times in the last 2 seasons, and all of the games have been decided by a combined 7 points. This year's was a Deering 1-point win, and they played twice last year. Scarborough had a 1-point win in the second game, and Scarborough had a 5-point win in the first game. So both of these teams and a lot of these players know how to play against each other. These should be a great game tonight. Another note, they've only played once in a tournament game, and that was all the way back in 2015. So this will be the second game that these two programs have played against each other. Deering took the edge 78-62, and it was also in the preliminary round. So we'll see if Scarborough can make that an even 1-1, or if Deering can make it 2-0. But we'll see who comes out on top between the Scarborough Red Storm or the Deering Rams. And we'll be back for player introductions and the national anthem.
Welcome to Scarborough High School. The 119 men's varsity boys basketball class, double A quarterfinal matchup between the number 16 and Maine High School and the very own number 16 Scarborough Red Storm. And now let's meet the start of tonight's contest. First, we'll visit wearing the Gary Number 1, senior Justin Jamal. Number 5, senior Jason DeFord. Number 11, senior Evan Agassi. Number 21, junior Tayshawn Cleveland. And number 25, senior David Audi. The Rams are coached by Todd Wayne, assisted by John Stoll and Charlie Gallagher. And now the starters for Scarborough Red Storm. Number 2, junior Will McDonald. Number 3, junior Adam Fitzgerald. Number 10, junior E.J. Herrick. Number 20, junior Lipton Garrity. And number 23, junior captain Carter Lane. Let's go to coach by Phil Connolly, assisted by Jim Ford, Craig Roberts, John McHugh, and Steve Huntington. We now ask those who are able, please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the flag of our national anthem.
And here we go for the tip-off. Tayshawn Cleveland, Will McDonald. And Deering wins the tip. Cleveland into Audie and gets it to go.
Beautiful first play of the game.
And it's out to McDonald, and he drains it. So 30 seconds in, and both teams have a basket. Scarborough has a 1-point lead, 3-2. Deering trying to get something going. That three from Latour. No good. And Cleveland on the other end forcing McDonald to dribble it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play. Totally stayed in front of him so that there was no foul for blocking. That's a great defensive play right there.
Latour trying to get it into Audie. Latour getting it to Lagasse, into Audie. Audie tries the mid-range, missing it. Cleveland tipping it out. It's Blanche with the rebound. It's cross court. Another cross court, McDonald's, Blanche, and goes right through his hands. Jamal can't lay it up. And third time's the charm.
You know, that goes a long way. It may be early in this game, but when you get 2 points like that and you fight hard for them, those are going to add up. Way to stay with it.
And the floater is in and out. Lagasse with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. Is that on Garapi? That's his first, team's first.
Well, so far.
And a great steal by Blanche.
Well, and that was great hustle right there for Scarborough. That'll help you. That'll go a long way, too.
And it was disrupted by Audie on the shot by Garapi. Jamal, and last touched by Adam Fitzgerald. It's going to be inbound to Cleveland. And another turnover, Blanche. McDonald. The three falling backwards is Adam Fitzgerald.
Wow, that is a nasty three-pointer right there. That's, you know, you see that so much in the NBA. Just stop back and pop.
And another three is in and out. Audie getting it to Jamal. Jamal will drive in and gets it to go. So all tied up at 6. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Well, and Darren's had to fight hard for those 6. And Scarborough's thrown up 2 3-pointers. I don't know. I kind of like the fighter.
Herrick.
You work hard and fight for those 6 points.
Garapi will get it back. And that's a 3. It's saved. And it's a player control foul on Adam Fitzgerald. It's his first, team's second. Still tied up at 6.
Yeah, low scoring so far, but lots of action.
Jamal gets it to Cleveland, spins off, and gets blocked by Garapi. Herrick. And blocked by Cleveland.
Wow.
And that was on the shot by Will McDonald.
What a game so far. Oh. Oh.
Fighting for it. Garapi gets it. It's quickly up. And the three's no good. Neither team has been able to get anything going since Deering scored their last 2. Cleveland will throw it up and gets it to go.
Yeah, another hard-fought 2 points.
3 in the corner is drained by Adam Fitzgerald.
Those 3-pointers, man.
Latour in the corner, drains it.
Yes, what an answer.
And it's, Latour getting his hand on the ball on Fitzgerald, but fouling him.
And that was a perfect setup play for Latour to take that shot. The fake drive in and the throw back out to him, and he drained the 3. Boy, I'll tell you, they put some good plays together.
Herrick to Huntington, in and out. Blanche with the rebound and throws it up. Jamal will get the rebound and gets fouled. So Cam Estrella with his first, team's third.
This has been
only one foul to give. Minute and 50 on the clock here in the first quarter. Deering's leading 11-9.
You know, for all of the action in this game, very few fouls.
And Blanche getting a hand on the ball will get the fast break layup, tying things up. Jamal will get around
man.
Estrella.
Oh, that's it.
Herrick handing it off. Fitzgerald Huntington gets blocked. And it's last touched by E.J. Herrick.
Wow. Boy, did he get up there to block that.
Oh, no, it's last touched by Deering. Herrick. Herrick will get it to Huntington.
He gave up on the open three-pointer. You could hear the student section groan on that one. They thought he had a full free shot there.
Blanche Deering with great defense. 30 seconds on the clock. It's cross court. Huntington, that's off.
Yeah,
Yanga with the rebound.
That was way off.
Deering will look to hold for the final shot. It's a stop and pop for Justin Jamal.
Oh, man.
He's now up to 6 points here in the first quarter. It's 6 on the 3, 2, 1 at the buzzer, and Latour getting it off just in time as the buzzer sounded, but Deering takes a 4-point lead going into the second quarter, and Deering with ferocious defense, but those threes deadly for Scarborough.
Well, I have to say they blocked the last attempt, one of the last attempts on a three. He got up there pretty high and blocked it, so maybe that'll change Scarborough's mind on chucking up three-pointers.
So Deering is leading 15-11 over Scarborough. And we're back. Scarborough will start the second quarter with the ball. Justin Jamal will guard him closer to half line. Couple screens. And it's a 2 that's short. Yanga can't quite get the rebound, but it falls to Justin Jamal. Deering needs to continue their run on the offensive side.
Yeah, they got to cut down on some of those turnovers, but they're playing real. Wow, that's unfortunate.
Fitzgerald got in the way of the pass, but Deering gets back defensively to set up their half court. And it looks like they're going to be in zone. And it's a turnover. Jamal will get it. And Scarborough doing just enough to get the defense set. And it's a carry. And Garapi, Blanche, Huntington will back up.
Well, and the one thing Deering is doing is knowing that they're going to throw up three-pointers, they're bringing all of the players out and daring them to try to get it underneath.
Blanche getting it, and that one's blocked. And Latour getting a hand on the pass.
Wow. I mean, when he threw it underneath to the Scarborough player, I was surprised he put the ball on the floor before going back up. I thought he would have done a one-timer and put the ball in because it looked like he had plenty of time to just catch and release.
Herrick. Blanche. Blanche will try the long three. It's offline. Yanga with the rebound will get it to Latour.
Well, I think Deering's willing to let Scarborough just do Chuckapalooza.
And a great find. Lagasse to Michelle Butera, and Scarborough calls a timeout with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It's Deering 17, Scarborough 11. And we're back. See what Scarborough talked about to stop this bleeding.
I mean, this Deering team is just driving.
McDonald missing it, and Cleveland deadens the ball. Blanche was trying to throw it off. Lagasse will drive in and gets blocked. Herrick in the corner. That one's good.
Yeah, that's what Deering's going to be afraid of. They're throwing up three-pointers.
Cleveland will protect the ball from Garapi and gets the lay-in.
That was a strong move. I mean, as long as Deering can answer, as long as they can stay ahead and answer these three-pointers.
And Jamal gets the steal. Got someone behind him. Regains possession.
All right.
Getting it to Lagasse. Yanga. And gets fouled. That's on Leighton Garapi. That's going to be his second.
Oh, my goodness. The only thing is that thing didn't drop. That was a beautiful. This Deering team, man, I'm telling you, so far. They are just driving tonight.
Moga Yanga at the line. And it's missed. Estrella with the rebound. So Deering with a 6-point lead. Herrick gets it to McDonald. And he's wide open, banks it in.
Jeez. Well, like you said in the open, all of these games have been so close. And if they keep dropping those threes, Deering's not going to be able to get away with building a lead. They're trying, but you only have to win by one.
And the foul was on Cam Estrella. That was his second. Tayshawn Cleveland at the line. Missing it. And Yanga fouling Will McDonald on the rebound. It's his first, team's first. Three minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Deering with a 21-17 lead. And it's tipped quickly up to Butera. Butera spins and gets it to go.
Oh, my. There is a professional play right there.
And McDonald wide open in the corner.
Well, and there again,
Audie And can't get that to go. Estrella with the rebound, getting it to Blanche. And that one's good for Adam Fitzgerald. So it's down to a 1-point lead, 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Well, and it's one of the very few points underneath for Scarborough.
Audie can't get that one to go. Herrick with the rebound. It's cross corner, Will McDonald. And that one goes in and out. Fortunate for Deering. Butera and steps on the line. Blanche. And that's a long three. That's off. Cross court. Blanche. EJ Herrick. And it's a player control foul on Cam Estrella. That's his third.
Wow.
So he's going to have to get taken out with only 2 fouls left to give for Cam Estrella.
And there's a whole half of basketball to play. Wow.
Yanga into Audie. Audie can't get that one to go.
Wow. That basket does not like Audie.
And it's a player-controlled foul away from the ball. It's on Will McDonald. That's his first, team's fourth. So 57.2 on the clock in the second quarter. It's 23-22 Deering.
Well, Darren's kept that foul total way down so far in this half. That helps. That goes a long way.
Lagasse will stop, shoots, and gets it to go.
Nice. Had a line of Darren players in front of him to allow that play to develop. That was beautiful.
And Will McDonald in the corner. Again, fortunate for Deering that didn't. And Yanga getting it out from the double team on the baseline. 13 seconds on the clock. Deering's got to run a play. Latour will spin and gets fouled with 0.9 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
And that's on Will McDonald. That's his second.
Whoa. And he's that three-point sharpshooter with 2 fouls now.
And Tavian Latour at the line. Getting 1 of 2. And the last second shot is off, no good. So Deering keeps their 4-point lead that they ended the first quarter with. It's 26-22.
Wow, what a great half of basketball. Both teams really playing a good game. Those 3-pointers, though, for Scarborough has definitely kept them in this game. Every time Darren, they're up by 4 right now, but they had a 6-point lead at one time, or maybe a couple of different times, and Scarborough just shot up those 3-pointers. The coach for Darren will probably have a little discussion. Not much you could do about it. They played tremendous defense, Darren did. And, when you're playing hard defense like that, sometimes you're going to have a wide open guy to throw up a 3-pointer, which Scarborough had a few extra times at doing that. But they scored very few points underneath, Scarborough did. And if Darren can keep that up and fight with them on the 3-point line, nothing but good things can happen for Darren.
Yeah, Scarborough has 6 3-pointers made.
Well, there you go.
But a bunch of them have not gone in.
But you're talking 6 3-pointers. There's your 18 points. You've only scored 4 points inside the 3-point arc, and that's not going to get you too far if Darren starts to build up a lead. So they'll have to change their strategy too, but Darren's strategy has forced him into doing that.
And I think Deering has done like a high, some man coverage and some zone coverage, but the 2 players that have made this a closer game than it needs to be for Deering is Will McDonald and Adam Fitzgerald. They've gotten 5 of the 6 3-pointers this game so far for Scarborough.
Well, and McDonald just got his 2nd foul, so he's going to have to play a little bit differently too in his game.
And so we'll see if Deering can continue. They've played a consistent first half, but there's still another half to go. Deering needs to make this the best 16 minutes of the season if they want to move on to the Cross Insurance Arena, which is being played next week during school vacation. But Scarborough is going to want to say something about it too, here down by 4.
Well, and as we discussed at the opening of this game, I think that this Deering team is so different in little ways than the regular season. There's something different about this team in this game that I think, they've had all season to get to. There is something different and special about this first half of this game, the way they played. If they could just cut down on some of the turnovers, they may have had a few more points, but what a great half of basketball.
Well, and there's nothing to lose. If you lose, your season's done, so you might as well go all out to try to get these wins.
Well, and I think what you said too is they switched off from man-to-man to zone, and I think it kind of messed Scarborough up a little bit. And, it's those little things that you do throughout the season to figure it out. And the coach has had a whole season to figure out his own team and people around him to figure out everybody else's team and what needs to be done. And that half of basketball, I think they did both. What needs to be done for their team and what needs to be done against this team.
And so looking at the score sheet, 7 players are on the score sheet for Deering, but Justin Jamal leads things for Deering with 6 points. And on the other side, only 4 Scarborough Red Storm have put their name on the score sheet. And Will McDonald, with his 3 3-pointers for a total of 9 points, leads both teams in scoring. And Adam Fitzgerald has 8. So Scarborough has the 2 leading scorers, but Deering has the 4-point lead at halftime. Score is Deering 26, Scarborough 22, and we'll be back for second half action. And here we go for the start of the second half.
Oh, man.
Will McDonald trying to pressure Latour. Only one change made from the start of the game. It's Mogi Yanga in for David Audie to start the second. And it's a turnover, miscommunication between Lagasse and Latour. McDonald thought about the three, and last touched by Deering.
Well, that was a good defensive play.
It's a three, it's off, and Latour comes in, quickly up to Lagasse in the corner, drains it.
Yes!
Evan Lagasse.
Great play by Latour to Lagasse. Bang. That makes up for the turnover early on.
And it's partially blocked. Quickly up, Jamal will spin, and it's a player control foul on Justin Jamal.
Yeah, he took one step into the player before he did the spinorama, and that's all it took. Gave the Scarborough player enough time to set his feet.
Herrick to Blanche. Herrick in the corner, gets it back.
Jeez. Yeah, Darren's got to figure out a way to stop that.
Cleveland gets the hard basket in the paint.
Because you don't want this game to come down to Scarborough getting one of those three-pointers and winning. They got to figure out a way. They're starting to pile them up.
Cleveland cuts off the baseline for Blanche, gets it out to Herrick. McDonald. Canopy to Herrick. It's McDonald in the corner. It was offline. Herrick. Great bounce pass. Blanche will get the basket and the foul.
Boy, that was great ball movement by Scarborough, though. It leads to that. We're having a discussion on... Oh, he's... Oh, no points. It was on the floor, so they got to take the points back off.
So the foul was on Tavian Latour on the shot. A three is in and out. Cleveland with the rebound. So 4-point lead. Cleveland fighting for it.
Oh, nice hustle.
Will spin, throwing it up, missing it. And it was Garapi who will go coast to coast. Will stop Blanche for a long three, in and out. And Herrick not able to save it from going out of bounds. 3 minutes into the third quarter. It's 31-27. Latour will... And last touched.
Wow. Wow. Darren gets the ball, but he was, when you talk about getting driven off the ball, I mean, he was driven off the ball. And I think the fans on this side were like, seriously?
Lagasse will spin off 1 foot, missing it. And it's a travel on E.J. Herrick.
Wow. Well, And now the Scarborough side's not too happy about the travel call. They thought it was a foul.
But I do have to say I like that the refs are holding the whistle. It's quickly inbound to Yanga, missing it. Blanche. Deering needing to set their defense. E.J. Herrick. Herrick will get it back, throwing it up, and gets it to go. Two-point game. It's almost taken away, Latour. And it's a shooting foul. It's on E.J. Herrick. That's his first.
Well,
team's first.
And the way this game is going, he's got to hit both. No pressure. Every free throw is going to count for this Deering team at this point.
And missing it, Yanga. Missing it, Cleveland. And gets called for the travel.
Well, I think you're right. This officiating team tonight is really exceptional. And I'm not saying they're really exceptional like any other time it's not exceptional.
A long three is in and out. Latour with the rebound. Yanga, and he'll get fouled on the fast break. It's on Carter Blanche. It's his first, team second.
But, yeah, this refereeing team tonight, really good. They've kept the calls down, and I think they haven't missed one call at all on both teams.
Jamal, and gets blocked by Garapi. It's in the corner, in and out, and Latour going over the top of Herrick to get the rebound. Yanga, and last touch by Deering.
Oh, my.
3 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. It's 32-29 Deering.
Tavion went over the back of the Scarborough player beautifully and didn't get the call because there was no call to be called.
Blanche in and out. Jamal tips it to, and E.J. Herrick on the other end commits the foul on Justin Jamal, but Jamal tipping it to Cleveland. Cleveland getting it over the top of Scarborough's defense back to Jamal, and he'll be at the line.
Both of these teams have been playing so hard. Man, I'm telling you, the hustle, it's really showed up tonight on both sides. The hard work. I mean, it is playoffs. Three-point lead. Be nice to get this one.
And missing it. Blanche with the rebound. Herrick. Blanche for three. Drains it.
Hey.
It's a tie ball game, 32-32. Gassy, it's Latour in for three. That's a long three for Adam Fitzgerald.
We're playing half-court basketball.
Audie. Gassy. It's disrupted. And a reach-in foul on Tavian Latour. That's his third.
Yeah, those reach-in fouls, boy, you hate to give those ones away.
Herrick, and it's a kick ball. Minute and 26 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Boy, I'll tell you, when there's no timeouts and whatever, these quarters are flying.
It's 35-35. Fitzgerald, Herrick. And it's good for Leighton Garapi. It's a steal by Blanche. Blanche in the corner, drains it. And it's going to be a timeout for Deering. Scarborough takes a 5-point lead. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Well,
it's Scarborough 40, Deering 35.
and you know what they're going to talk about. You got to make sure when you throw the ball in that there's not a defender anywhere near it.
And we're back.
Well, let's hope that was a good discussion over there with Deering.
Scarborough playing full court. And it's a foul. It's on Noah Huntington. That's his first. Team's fourth.
Well, and now we got to see Scarborough with a lead, how that defense is going to change.
And Blanche will try the three. In and out. And last touched by E.J. Herrick.
Well, I'm telling you, that was so fortunate.
And its call is changed to Scarborough ball.
Yeah, the referees got together, made sure they got the right call.
Garapi. And Garapi with a give and go with Herrick.
Yeah, Scarborough now is playing such a totally different defense with a lead.
Jamal. And last touch by Scarborough. 7 seconds left. Scarborough's leading 42-35. Audie will put it up. Jamal, that gets blocked by Garapi. And last second shot for Carter Blanche is no good. But Scarborough takes a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It's Scarborough 42, Deering 35. And here we go for the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, this is a little bit of a hill here for Deering to climb. They got to play 8 minutes of perfect basketball.
Herrick, and that's a Foul on the three-point shot.
Wow.
Noah Huntington will be at the line. Shooting three, missing the first one.
Well,
getting 2 of 3. And that's a foul. Evan Lagasse driving in. Leighton Garapi, that's his third. And this is when you need every single free throw. And short. And getting 1 of 2.
well, and at this point, Scarborough can each possession waste precious seconds here.
And a kick ball on Deering. And that one's a 3 for Leighton Garapi. It's an 11-point lead. That's a long 3, hits off the rim. And Tayshawn Cleveland gets the pass from Latour.
Yeah, that was a good cleanup right there. Got 2 points out of it.
Cross court, Huntington gets the 3.
Wow. I'll tell you, they started right at the beginning of the ball game with those threes, and they had just been deadly the whole game.
And that's a rebound by Blanche. Yanga missing the Huntington. It's another 3. That's offline. Huntington in the corner, drains it. And it's a timeout for Deering with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in this game. It's Scarborough 53, Deering 38. And we're back. Scarborough's ramped up the pressure here in the second half.
Yeah, once they got the lead, they totally changed that defense.
Jamal gets blocked. Cleveland cleans it up.
Well, at this point, it's stop every time.
And Blanche with a tough basket. And it's a turnover, Fitzgerald, and gets it to go. And it's a full timeout. 4 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. It's now a 17-point lead. It's 57-40 Scarborough. And we're back. Deering needs a couple stops to get back into this game, and that's not what you want.
Ooh. Not knowing where your feet are. Jeez.
And at this point, you need multiple stops in a row and baskets multiple possessions in a row.
Well, and as we've seen, Scarborough's not going to stop that.
In and out for Blanche. It's quickly up. Lagasse missing it. And last touched by Scarborough.
We're going to have it.
Michelle Butera slapping the ball down in it. Last touch Scarborough player. And that's a foul underneath on Leighton Garapi. That's his fourth.
Still not a lot of fouls being called. It almost seems like there has been, but there hasn't.
Lagasse gets blocked, gets the ball and blocked again. Four minutes to go. Evan Lagasse, that's his second.
Yeah, you know, and as I've discussed throughout the season, the only thing that would help a team like Darren being down by 17 now is if there was a shot clock. You know, because, I mean, I think that was a foul just to stop the clock from moving. And
and that's a three in the corner for Adam Fitzgerald. It's now a 20-point lead. And Justin Jamal on the other end. Justin Jamal commits the foul.
well, you know, and like I said, it's great that it stops the clock, but unfortunately now Scarborough can set up a play. So it kind of defeats the purpose in one sense. So they set up a play, and what is it going to be? Another three-pointer maybe? I don't know.
Fitzgerald will get around and missing the basket. Last touched by David Audie.
Jeez. It's crazy.
Blanche in the corner, drains it.
Well,
and a foul on Carter Blanche.
everyone's looking around on the Scarborough side going, wait a minute, he's on the court. How did he foul?
And it's a player control foul. It's on David Audie. His first, team's fourth. Barring any miracles, Scarborough is going to come away with this win. And
Yeah, see, now all those fouls added up to free throws. You stop the clock, but now fouls are your enemies.
It's Adam Fitzgerald at the line. Getting 1 of 2. And Jamal to Lugassi. And this has been Deering's problem all season, is this inconsistency. They were competitive in the first half and uncompetitive in the second half. But I think the lack of three-point shooting when the other team can shoot threes in the blink of an eye is, it's that whole adage, we'll give you a 2 and we'll take the 3 and we're still getting 1 more point than you.
Well, and it's not even like they're giving Deering the 2s. I mean, it just seems like Scarborough can hit those 3s from any angle and anywhere they want on the court.
Jamal missing it. Wing getting the loose ball. Utera up and under, getting his own rebound and getting it to go.
Well, and it's not like Deering, has done anything drastically different in the second half. It's just that Scarborough's raining those 3-pointers down heavy on Deering. And you can just compound your lead in the blink of an eye, which they have done.
And it's missed free throw. Herrick will bring it out, and it looks like and you could hear the coach yelling no foul where the lead is so big, 65-46.
Well, and plus they go to the line every time. So it's not guaranteed points, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, he hit the first one.
And 1 of 2 for Blanche. Audie, Jamal in the corner, missing it, and that's most likely gonna do it under a minute. And so Scarborough will move on to play the winner of South Portland and Gorham, as Justin Jamal gets it to go on that. And it looks like they're going to just dribble out Foul came with 16.4 on the clock.
Yeah.
Will McDonald at the line. Butera missing it, and that's going to do it. And that's the horn for the end of this game. Scarborough winning it by 20. It's 68-48.
Yeah. I mean, it was a close game there for a while, but, you know, then those 3-pointers started coming.
And Deering went cold offensively, and that doesn't pair well when the other team was hot at the 3-point line.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talked about it. Scarborough was hitting those 3-pointers at will from anywhere beyond the line. I mean, whether they were covered or not, I don't know. What do you do? You know, Darren didn't change much. It's just Scarborough was just throwing the ball up, and it went in. And you just build a lead from there. You know, if Scarborough can continue to play this way through the playoffs, they're going to be tough to beat because you can just accumulate points like crazy with 3-pointers.
Yeah, it's once again going back to the inconsistencies for Deering. Deering looking like the best team in Class AA at moments, and then in a blink of an eye, looks like they can't score.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, just how it changed. Just a tough loss for Deering. You know, now it's, you know, now the season's over. Everything you worked for. But, you know, it's not for lack of trying. Boy, those boys definitely worked their tails off. Just didn't come out the way they wanted.
Yeah, it's the last game for a lot of these, of the seniors. Justin Jamal, Ronan Wing, Moga Yanga, Tavian Latour, Evan Lagasse, Khalid Muhammad, and David Audie. So it's the final game in a Deering uniform.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if any of them are going to play baseball. I think Tavion plays baseball, so we'll probably see him when we cover baseball. I'm not sure about any of the other players, so I think he'll have one more sport to play, and we'll see how that goes. But, you know,
tough season all around for Deering. Just couldn't get the consistency going this year. But like you said, it's not for the lack of trying. It's just the lack of 3-point shooting on the team forces you to play an inside game, but after a while it takes a toll. And then if you have lapses on the defensive side and they can, like Scarborough did tonight, rain down threes, that's a recipe for this loss tonight.
Yeah, and it's not like Deering had any major holes in that game at all. It just, when the other team can figure out what your holes are and exploit them a little bit, that's when things happen. So, next season, back to the drawing board for the coaching staff, new players, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, they worked really hard this season, and they only made it to one game in the playoffs, but they made the playoffs.
And so looking at the score sheet for the game, Tayshaun Cleveland leading things for Deering with 11 points. And on the other side for Scarborough, it was Adam Fitzgerald with 18 and Carter Blanche with a close second for the game with 16. Carter Blanche having a huge second half, getting 14 of his 16 points in the second half, and also made his mark on the defensive side of the ball. But Deering drops this one. We'll say good luck to Scarborough in the rest of the tournament. But Deering falls short in this one in Class AA South quarterfinal, 68-48. Saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools. Saying good night.
Thank you very much for watching all season with us. Take care.